So what are you doing?
Cutting.
Cutting up what?
Cucumber. Abuela!
Go
Oh,
upstairs.
she's upstairs.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Mexico. Come along with me today as we go to the US to run some errands. We are less than an hour away drive into the border. Right here we are at the Via Rápida. So what we do is we come down from around the area of Cañón del Sainz, if you're familiar with Tijuana, and then we take the Via Rápida all the way to the border. If there's no traffic, it could be even a 35-minute drive, but if there's traffic, definitely it's gonna be longer. This is a pretty average day because it's a weekday around 10 a.m. Once you get to the border, it could be anywhere from 40 minutes to maybe 2 hours around this time. I don't think it's ever taken me 2 hours. It usually takes me an hour and a half tops. But when you get closer to the border, you will see a lot of vendors. You will see a lot of stores, a lot of billboards with, announcements for all kinds of stuff, to buy houses, to hire lawyers, to get a good price dentist. Everything and anything that you want will be there. There will be vendors selling snacks, food, drinks, MP3 player, music on an MP3 player, anything that you can think of. There's even people selling flowers and sometimes even puppies. Yes, you heard that right, puppies. Well, you also can find people that will wipe down your car, as you see this guy that just passed by here, the guy with the black backpack. What he's doing is he's wiping down the car, and they usually charge like around $2 or $3. And they pretty much follow you as you're sitting in line to wipe down your car, so you have a nice clean car by the time you get to the border. Anyways, come along with me as we cross into the US to run some errands and get some food and also exchange money into some Mexican pesos. Well, this is what the beginning of the freeway looks like once you cross right into the US. As you can see, the contrast, the difference it's very noticeable. You got like nice roads, everything's perfect. The signage is nice and clean. It's a beautiful day, and we are already in the month of November at this point. So I am loving this weather and pretty much just getting used to coming to the US every other week or every week or so, depending on what is needed to run my errands. I used to come with my mom in the beginning because I wasn't used to it, and I was like a little bit like scared of like what could happen, being living in the US almost my whole life. But now I'm doing this trip all by myself with my daughter, so everything's going great. And so let's go ahead and run some errands, and so we can get back to Mexico.
Verdes lo sabe y trae para ti la nueva salsa Chile Güero, ideal para guisar, elaborada con ingredientes naturales para darle el toque perfecto a tus comidas. Nueva salsa de Chile Güero de Verdes.
I'm gonna have to go right here.
Encuéntrala aquí en tu tienda
Like,
de Verdes, orgulloso patrocinador de confianza.
did we come to this In-N-Out? We didn't come to this In-N-Out, right?
42501-2002
Yeah, no, we didn't come.
Come bien. Aquí en Joe's Tires.
When we came with Chuchi.
100% familiar que trabaja desde el patriarca Joe con sus hijos y nietos, especialistas en llantas, rines y alineaciones para todo tipo de carros y camionetas. Compra 4 llantas nuevas y el alineamiento te lo dejamos a mitad de precio. Nada nos iguala en precios. Estamos ubicados en el 3029 Market Street, San Diego, California, 92102. Joe's Tires.
We are in, I think, Chula Vista. Like I said, 10 minutes from the border, and we got the goods. We got some
Cucumbers are sweet.
Yeah, we got some In-N-Out for Bella, the same,
And for your sister.
and we got some fries. Can't see them, but anyway, so we're gonna proceed and go to the car wash because this truck is really dirty. TJ, we live on the outskirts and there's a lot of dirt, and so definitely needs a wash. Next up, we are at Chase. I got a little lost for a little bit, for a couple minutes, but I was able to find my way. I took 805 north, and there's a Chase up here nearby, so we did that. It's a very, very beautiful and sunny day here, warm, so let's go do this so we can go on to the next thing.
The right lane to take exit 1B onto San Isidro Boulevard.
Yeah, this is the last 2 exits before you get to the border. I was behind that truck right there, but I kind of stayed more behind because if you're from the 80s or 90s, you've seen Final Destination. Yeah, that's not it.
Take the exit.
Alright, so I'm going to the post office right now.
At the light, use the right 2 lanes to turn onto East San Isidro Boulevard.
As you see, I still gotta use the GPS because, well, I'm
Turn right.
familiar. Oh, turn right.
We did live in Cali, but like
Still getting used to this 10-mile radius of the border, so we can run errands.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left.
Go to the bank, etc., etc.
we used to live in California, but not like in this side.
Yeah, we used to live in by Oceanside like a few years ago. So we are here at the post office off San Isidro Boulevard. In San Isidro Boulevard, you'll see a lot of exchange places to exchange money. If you want to change to pesos, that's where you're gonna get the best rate, and it definitely feels safer to do it on this side than in Mexico, especially if you have bigger quantities. Just a reminder, anything over, I think, $1,000, you have to give them your ID and answer a bunch of questions when you're exchanging. It reminds me of a jail. It's definitely not my favorite place. Done with the post office. Now we are off to exchange the money. You know, my daughter was saying what when I said about the post office looking like a jail. It does, though. It reminds me of a jail. It looks like a jail. It doesn't look very nice, but oh well. You know, it is what it is. Also, I didn't find any car wash that, like, on the way. So I mean, there is car washes. There was one, but there was like a big huge line of cars, and I don't want to, I don't know, maybe I'll just wait till I get home and then wash it over there in TJ. It'll definitely be much cheaper, but we'll see. As you see here, this is San Isidro Boulevard. There's a lot of stores here, a lot of exchange houses. I'll try to show you. You definitely get the best rate by coming to San Isidro, if you can, if you're near the border, of course. Alright, so this is San Isidro Boulevard. We're getting to the place where, the side where there is So this is San Isidro Boulevard. As you'll see, you start seeing all the little houses where they will exchange the money for you. I think I want to go straight here. Yeah, I'm still learning the way, like my way around all these little streets. Yeah, there's all these places you can sort of. Everyone, I don't know what happened here. Honestly, I don't know if this is, I think this is where I turned. Now I'm looking back at it, I'm confused now, but these little streets are still a little confusing to me. I only know the way right out the freeway, and this time I veered off to the 805, and I was going to all these places that I hadn't been to before, except for the post office. But anyway, I did make it obviously to this area to exchange my dollars into pesos. And like I said, this is something that I would do every week or every other week. However, I mean, this is a good way, right, if you're near the border. But if you plan to live more inland in Mexico, like more down south, which now I'm thinking about traveling around Mexico, we're going to have to find another way. Maybe open a bank account that's sister to my bank, which is Chase. And then from there, that's how I would be getting my money. I have been trying to change to a community credit union bank, but now that we're making the move to Southern California or to Tijuana, and that's gonna be our main area, I don't know now. So let me know if you know of a bank, maybe that's sister banks, like a community credit that's sister banks with a bank in Tijuana or in Mexico generally, that I can open up an account with and use to get my money. We're here. This is the entrance. We park right there. Hopefully everything's good. There's apparently a motel here. There is a parking. Well, maybe there is parking. Well, next time we know. Look at this beauty. Beautiful. A ver. I'll push you.
I am. You gotta push me.
I'll push you, push you.
You gotta pull me.
Uy, es que está de subida. Ya.
I can't get off. Help. Wait.
Mejor bájate aquí. Ahí bájate en lo bajito. Ay, perdón. Ahí bájate en lo bajito. Bájate ahí. A ver, ahí va. Ahí vas, ahí vas. Hey everyone, as you can see, this parque is brand new, still in constructions. It does span 364 hectareas. I'm not sure how to say that in English. It is the third largest park in Mexico, just behind Chapultepec in Mexico City and Tagamanga Park in San Luis Potosí. I hope I said that right. This was part of a program that was done by the newest government, Morena, and it is going in two phases. The budget was 275 million pesos. Yes, you heard that right. It does have a lot of green areas. This park is for everyone, whether you have a little or a lot. And by that, what it means is that if you don't have that much, there is a lot of free activities, including the slide right here, which my daughter and my sister had a lot of fun doing the slide. So there is a lot of free activities. There is an outdoor gym, which is already usable. There is a soccer field. This very, very nice with synthetic grass. There is also a dog, I wouldn't say a dog park, but a dog area. It's pretty large. It's an area for the dogs to play. And it also has a bike pathway, and there is a pathway for people to walk on. So they have, the first time we went, they didn't really have that much going on, but the second time we went, they had people employed by the city at the park redirecting people to walk on the walking lanes, not on the bike path. So, and there is also barbecue grills and barbecue areas for people to have their birthday parties, just like we do here in the US. I saw that on the first time that we went because it happened to be a Saturday. They also have other activities you can do, like painting, very affordable. They have snacks and drinks, and I heard they're adding food carts as well. But look at this view though, and that's where you can kind of see the barbecue areas. It is definitely the best thing that's happened to Tijuana in a long time, and I'm very, very excited to see the finished product. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, and see you on the next one.